Hey guys, my name is Sandy. I'm a homeschooling mom to two boys. They are going to be going into 8th grade and 10th grade next year, and we are going to be going into our 7th year of homeschooling. I thought I would get on here for the 2023-2024 school year and kind of give you guys a preview of what we're going to be using. This is going to be for my 8th grader. Here are my picks for my 8th grader next year for the 2023-2024 school year. There's really not a whole lot of changes from last year. I'm going to start with math. We're just going to use CTC again. He really likes the lessons. He understands the lectures well, and he's doing really good in it. He's going to be going with Algebra 1 next year, so he'll probably get a high school credit for that one. For language arts, we're going to go with the easy peasy level 7 language arts. He is completing the level 6 this year, and we're going to move on to the level 7, and we're also going to add a few things that I've been adding this year. He really likes to use the Easy Peasy online language arts program, so we mainly use that. I have not purchased the offline workbook yet. Something I've added this year, we have been doing daily dictation, which I read him sentences and he types them up. I purchased this, The Great Editing Adventure, and I've been using this for our daily dictation. It's kind of like Fix-It grammar. It has different sentences that they can fix. There's an explanation on the side about why it needs to be corrected. And it's been working out well for him for that part. And since the easy peasy lessons are really short, I added in Wordsmith this year. I really want him to get a good writing curriculum in before he starts high school. These lessons are short, the easy peasy lessons are short, and it hasn't been too much work for him. But the easy peasy is a standalone curriculum, and you don't need anything else to go with it. So I have the teacher's guide and the student guide for Wordsmith. In my opinion, you don't really need the teacher's guide at all. It hasn't been helpful for us. But this is basically like creative writing and how to form proper creative sentences, and then it gets into paragraphs later on. And he can work right in this workbook, but he likes to type up a lot of things. And he's going to be finishing this before the end of the year, probably about halfway through the year he's going to finish it. So my plan is to use Wordsmith Craftsman halfway through the year. This is more about like essay writing and book reports and stuff like that. I'm going to get through as much of this as I can before the end of the year. And I would really like him to get into the easy peasy literature and composition for 9th grade. I would say between his daily dictation, his Wordsmith, and his easy peasy, he can still finish his language arts in less than a half an hour a day. He's going to be using Guest Hollow for science again this year. I'm going to be combining my two kids. He's going to be using the Chemistry in the Kitchen, which is a high school course. I'm not too worried about his understanding for high school level books. He's really good at reading and analyzing books. And he loves science. So this is the online schedule for it. This is week 1. A lot of the books we're going to be using audiobooks, so I haven't collected too many yet. But this is the first book, Culinary Reactions. Another book I've picked up is What Einstein Told His Cook. And Napoleon's Buttons. I've heard this book is not actually about Napoleon. I made the decision to combine my kids for science because it was a lot of work to complete 2 separate sciences this year that we're going through right now. We completed probably about 40 different science experiments between my 7th graders and my 9th graders' science classes. They were kind of like science partners for each other, and they completed them together with each other. And we also completed a Harry Potter unit on chemistry, and that had like 10 extra science experiments in that one. So I'm so excited to be able to put them together for science this year. And I do, on top of the chemistry in the kitchen science experiments, I am going to buy them a traditional chemistry science lab from Home Science Tools. My son has chosen early American history this year for his history. I've gone with Beautiful Feet. This is an older version of it. I've purchased this used from eBay. I wanted to get the older version on purpose because I liked the books included in this better. This is the main teacher's guide where all the lessons come from. So you can tell it's very clearly marked for each lesson. And sometimes there are websites listed. And I've added a few extra things. These worksheets came from Under the Home, and I printed them up. It's a free curriculum online. I wanted to get some map work done. And I've also found this online, and he's going to be creating a timeline with it. And let me show you guys the books that are included. A few of these books I've swapped out for the newer version of the Beautiful Feet. And this is the Beautiful Feet intermediate grade. Landing of the Pilgrims. This one is We're Writing the Constitution. I think this is one I swapped out. Just because I liked the book better, or it was just easier to get a hold of. This is the Vikings. A Misfortune. William Bradford Pilgrim Boy. There's a few pictures in here, but not a whole lot. Walking the Road to Freedom. I really think the pictures in this one are beautifully done. Lincoln, I think this is another one I swapped out. George versus George. How We Crossed the West. America's Paul Revere. And this is one of the reasons I wanted to go with the older version. I love the books by this author. I think the pictures are so beautiful and they're so well written. I still have to get the Pocahontas book. I haven't collected that one yet. So that's pretty much it for the 2023-2024 school year for my soon-to-be 8th grader. If you have any questions, please let me know. Bye!